From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a one-yard gain up to the 26.
Devin White
just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Right there. 54. Right there.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He'll have a first down and more past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Throwing on first down. Stevens forced out to his left. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stevens. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. This is Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
He's across midfield.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Stevens setting up to throw it. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Got to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Deontay Harris. Taken in at the 11. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Saints will take over with a first and 10 deep in their own territory.
At their own 12-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a first and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, we always talk about you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was staying in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
54, 5-9.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
That's good.
11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's another
Good catch there by Emmanuel Sanders, and he's exactly who you want in your locker room and who you want on your team. He can integrate into an offense quickly. He joined the San Francisco 49ers at midseason last year and had a huge
blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
If Jason Pierre-Paul just manages to stay on the field and play 16 games, we could have double-digit sack numbers and then some, because over his first 2 seasons in Tampa Bay, 21 sacks, earned himself a new contract, but hasn't been fully healthy. If Jason Pierre-Paul is that guy, look out. We'll see more plays as we just saw there.
A gain there of 21 yards. No score after one on EA Sports. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas.
Michael Thomas.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
By the Buccaneers.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On first and 10, Stevens dancing to his left. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Let's put that team on the bus. Check 59.
The LSU man, Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On the tackle.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
2 yards.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean,
to Ronald
oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
8 yards.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
I got you. Hey, you're good. High four. Tonight.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson on
Call it
the
a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
His kick is good.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And we are tied at 7.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Deone Bucannon. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
1st and 10.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down.
Stevens.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts.
No gain
as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd down, Stevens. He's got Evans. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 7 yards to pick up there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook there to make the grab. And the Saints have taken the lead.
As the calendar keeps turning, I always hope that someone tells me that I get better with age. But Jared Cook is absolutely doing that. 33 years old back in April. Had a career-high 9 touchdown catches last year in just 14 games. And that was second only to Mark Andrews of the Ravens. Jared Cook, a Pro Bowler after the 2019 season.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, Stevens. That's complete to his running back, Evans. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. Operating from the gun, Stevens. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Keeper. Thrown away and incomplete. It's second down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Throwing again. Stevens. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before break. Stevens. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Anzalone gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
And it's third down.
Throwing on third and long. Stevens airing this one out for Evans. It got his man complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play for the Bucs there on third down. 47 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. To throw on third down, Stevens. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To second and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Brees going to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. 53.
Now Brees on 3rd down. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On first down, Breeze. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Buccaneers.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Stevens. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Jones, the ball carrier.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun, Stevens. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Opposite. 11.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That third down conversion good for 23.
For a Saints.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And it's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Breeze will try again on second down. Sanders has it over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the ground, Kamara pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
That's the end
Back
of
now
the
here
third
live
quarter.
in New Orleans.
The score, Saints
It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. Again, it's Kamara. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
At the 42-yard line.
Ready? 54, Mike. Guys, easy, opposite. Here we go. 54. Mike, 54.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. They'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Michael Thomas, 42 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
22-yard line.
Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
You felt that one. Check pass. 58, right over there.
Throwing is Stevens. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find O.J. Howard. 3rd down here.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stevens airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
You can't block me.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up
a loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run it again with Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was
no gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. Leads to
The
third
Saints on
and
third
11.
down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Right, here we go. Right there. 54 Mike. All right. Let's go, D, let's go.
Breeze now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Demario Davis makes the tackle. He led the Saints in that category in 2019. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check.
Now Stevens. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. From the gun, Stevens airing this one out for Evans. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stevens steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete.
Thrown away, and
now it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Stevens over the middle to Evans. Touchdown,
Stevens pass
Tampa
complete
Bay.
to number 13, Mike
Evans.
Touchdown,
41
Tampa Bay.
yards. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just
Ryan
a simple
Suckup
fly
on
route,
for
wasn't
the
it?
point
No,
after.
there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice
The kick
sessions,
is good.
and I'd hear 9
Makes the
from the
score
receivers.
Saints 24.
That meant fly route,
Buccaneers
go,
14.
look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way
Bradley
to the end
Pinion
zone
to
for the
kick off
touchdown.
for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little
Alvin
more careful
Kamara
here if they do indeed try to throw the
Brought
football.
down
Yeah, I
behind
was a
the
little
line of
surprised by
scrimmage.
the last throw.
It's a loss of a
that
yard.
type of throw in
Brings
this
up
type of a
2nd and
game,
11.
I'm going to be
At the
very careful
24-yard
about it.
line.
Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise,
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it.
wow,
Alvin
that ball gets
Kamara,
not
the
free,
ball carrier.
but a teammate comes along and scoops it
Fumble
up.
on the play.
It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be brought
Alvin
down short of the
Kamara on
first
the
at about the 31-yard line.
brought
They
down
pick
at
up
the
10, but
31.
it'll still lead to a 4th
Thomas
down.
Morstead
They had quite a
on the
hole to
punt
dig
for
out
the
of there on
Saints.
3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in?
The Bucs
Or are you
take
just
over
hopeful?
1st
And you
10
got to sell it to the big
at their
man
own
before it gets
38-yard
called.
line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing after the interception, Stevens. He's going to let it fly. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Janoris Jenkins on the coverage.
To throw again, Stevens. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants